This is a box of mac and cheese, and this is a mac and cheese cup. And everyone knows that the difference is that this goes in the microwave, and this goes on the stove. But I've always been curious. The box is cheaper. Why can't I make that in the microwave? It's still noodles and cheese sauce. So I decided to text an expert and find out. Me and my friends have a heating things up club, and one of the members of the group just so happens to be a self-proclaimed mac and cheese expert. So I gave her a call and I found out that yes, you can put this in the microwave. So I decided to test it out because you have to challenge this notion that this is only for the stove. I'm in college now. I want mac and cheese and I don't want to pay for the mac and cheese cups. That's my problem. And here's my solution that I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. So I actually did some research on my own as well as talked to my friend. And what I found out is the process for making this work is actually very similar. You need to make sure the water's warm when you make this so that you get the best results. What you do, well, that's a little different than the mac and cheese cups, is you just put it in for about 2 minutes at a time and stir repeatedly. And in my research, I found that putting in milk afterwards also will ensure better results, which I did end up finding. I enjoyed it more with milk than normally how I make it is without milk when I make it in the mac and cheese cup. It was pretty easy and simple to make. It only took about 10 minutes, and it actually ended up tasting really, really good. Okay, so even though this is not necessarily groundbreaking, and me having to pay a little bit more for mac and cheese cups because I have a microwave instead of a stove isn't the biggest problem the world's ever seen, I think this situation, figuring out how to make this work with a microwave, it embodies what creativity is all about. Even though it's not a world-changing experience, this mac and cheese example, and it's a little bit silly, what happened is a creative process, and it starts with defining a problem, right? Rather than just sitting there and being like, well, this sucks, I'll just buy the microwave kind. I was able to think. I was able to identify that it was a problem to me, that I did not want to pay more for, mac and cheese in a cup, when really I felt there might be, a way to do it otherwise. I was able to find that was a problem and think whether or not I could solve it by trying something that maybe goes against the rules. There is nothing on this box that talks about cooking in a microwave. And actually what I found out in my research is that there used to be cooking instructions on this for a microwave, and they're no longer on there. But there's nothing on the box that says you can put it in a microwave. And this embodies creativity. There's no written rule that says how to do things when you're being creative, right? Being creative is looking beyond those written rules and saying, how can I do this differently? Or what can I try that's new? So I think that this was kind of like a cool way to represent creativity, being able to take something and do it a way that's not traditionally been done, because sometimes it really does work. And then I can save myself that extra money. I now know how to do that. This is actually seriously my first time ever trying to make this in a microwave. And it does solve my problem. And this can be, transposed onto a larger scale. When people look at bigger problems in the real world, they look beyond the rules of how to solve them, what's already been done and tried, and they try something brand new. And that's what I really hope to get out of this class. So thank you so much for watching this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm looking forward. I'm actually going to use this. I'm glad I learned. This is something I've been curious about for a while, and now I know. Thank you. Have a great night.